Yeah, the more that he stays calm and just stays focused on the next thing, the better that he does. So, and that'll come with experience. And like the more that he loses because he's tilted or whatever, the more he'll realize like, wow, there's really no reason for that, you know?
Yeah. But we do have Brick and SIB in here. Another player who's generally a team player starting to make a splash into duel. We do have our side switched again, so that's actually going to be SIB getting the pick for Galena.
So Clutch and Ranger Band. Okay.
Yeah.
So both with
Death
Galena.
Knight, all right,
We're on Molten first, I think?
Yep.
Okay, so, all right, I like the Death Knight pick. And Visor. Okay.
And it's actually been, yeah, SIB has been playing a bit of that Death Knight lately.
He was playing it a lot last patch. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, watching a lot of SIB play, I think he was going, hey, in this patch, Death Knight's really strong and even a little bit abusable, so I'm going to abuse him until he gets patched.
For the time being, yeah.
And then 2 days ago, he got patched. Let's see if SIB can still do it with the old DK.
Yeah, and SIB's arguably his best champ is out of the Clutch. So, be interesting to see how he does with the remaining champions.
Round begins in 3.
All right, but here we go. It's going to be Molten Falls up here first, and that can turn into some longer matches, but I have a feeling with SIB and Brick in play here, it's not quite going to be a repeat of Dewey. But we got SIB putting some pressure on the LG immediately, denying that from Brick, who's got Mega and Piercing Sight already used, but SIB's putting a big spin on this heavy armor.
So you see the choice of going first with Galena for area denial and strong arming in fights, compared to Brick deciding to use Visor for information and potential jumps in fights with Sight. That's what he's going for. I don't know if Brick has a rail yet, so he's rightfully playing safe at the moment. And he got Sight back again.
And here SIB was expecting him to make a play for Mega. But, wow, he was
nice
even baiting out the heavy.
Oh, no.
Oof! Got to be tense with the rail coming at you like that, and SIB is even walking into some walls. He's still...
Mega's still up, but does...
Yeah.
No, that he does. And he grabs it cleanly.
That was a big opportunity for SIB. Brick was actually leaving that armor up just a little bit too long, but in the ensuing fight,
both players
Brick did all the damage.
Rails that I expected to hit. Good positioning. Go, go. Oh my god, why rail there?
Why come through the TP? He's still in this with 4 HP. He could take the 225s. Heavy's coming back up. He whiffs another one. It's such a dangerous shot to be taking.
Man, really big missed opportunity from Brick.
And worst of all, it's going to be really tough for SIB to do anything about this Mega now, so that's going to be double items for Brick.
Death is the only release. I will not grant you that privilege.
Yeah, he's got to play super slow for a while. Brick should be playing the Vials more to get Sight back. He had enough time to get, like he had used Sight, he had enough time to get Vials and then reposition for Heavy.
Yeah, SIB having to play mid-map just a little bit. We can hear the jump pad. Great prediction on that rocket.
Really good reaction to the sound cue there.
He's got to rotate his monitor like a little bit to the right, just like 1 degree. Got to calibrate his parallax just a tiny bit.
Okay. Not in the best state here. 100 health, 50 armor.
But it's not like Brick has been going very aggressive either. Like, he has had all this advantage for, like, the last minute, and SIB is still alive. Brick hasn't really been making the pushes, but whenever he does, he ends up beating a 100 damage rocket, and SIB's able to back off here. That's still a heavy armor for Brick.
SIB may think he's in a better state than he is because of the direct. Might not have known Heavy was picked up after. So yeah, Brick moving in here is good. I would have liked to have seen him be a little bit more aggressive. Like, with rockets, like, forcing him out of the Mega, but...
Oh, this play on the teleporter doesn't need to happen here. It's going to be a lot of toners, but there's the rockets from Brick just on point.
Wonderful rockets there. Actually, like, amazing rockets. He should not have won that fight, especially since Galena had Totem and looking at the portal.
Either way, that fight needed to be a lot messier than it actually was. I'm sure that's what SIB was expecting, but Brick was able to get out of there pretty cleanly. Mega's going over to SIB, but Brick is down here to punish the exit into mid.
Oh, he got nuked by that.
Nice.
Oh my goodness. I would have just liked him to deal the damage there and then back off through the portal, just keep positional advantage.
Time to leave. Time to get out. He's looking like he's limping a little bit here, 23 HP. Has to even avoid the machine gun, but he gets a little bit of damage off of that tri-bolt.
But it doesn't really mean much.
Info, yeah.
Yeah.
Laying an egg on
Mega.
Mega.
missing
shots.
that entry rail was rough. It actually brought SIB back into the map.
But it also reminded SIB that he needs a railgun of his own, so there's the pickup. Still a bit of time before any heavy options
like
to play
this.
for, so yeah, SIB going top. That's going to give him a lot of opportunities here. Doesn't get any info from that rocket.
1 minute warning.
Brick's still waiting for it, and he misses the rock or the rail end. Ends up taking a lot of damage from that rocket himself. It's going to leave Mega open, free and clear for SIB. Oh, good drop down rail too.
Oh no, that would have been it. He had the right read.
Yeah.
He just messed up the RJ.
Door frames. Always.
Now Brick needs to play super careful. Good job from him getting out of that, keeping himself alive. Because SIB has been putting on immense pressure. And I like this from Brick.
Oh my god,
Wow.
he tried to switch over to rail at that
No,
point, but
the
it's gonna
totem
be
came
the
out too
Burninator.
late. Oh no.
So they're both going to be down to their last champs, and SIB's got to be a little bit careful. Brick's going to have dual LGs available. He got a spawn for the LG as well. So 10 seconds to
And
play
he's
for heavy.
Okay.
Brick's going to be here. Now, Brick won't have a rail. This is something that SIB's
If
got
Brick
to use
heard
to his
him, he
advantage.
might pop out at the right time here.
Sudden death.
There's the play for the armor, but he gets knocked out by these rockets.
Oh,
3
wonderful.
rockets, and that is going to be the round going to SIB.
Excellent rockets. I actually would have liked to have seen
Prepare to fight.
Brick go to the LG, to that pad there, and use dual wield.
Round
Because of
begins in
like just being in the air, and then, you know, what's your first initial reaction when
Round
somebody
2.
goes up a jump pad?
Fight.
You want to shoot them because they're easy to hit,
Yeah.
right? But if you're getting dual wielded LG'd right there, like, and they're floating in the air, you can end up taking a lot more damage than you anticipate. And
Gotta
then he
crunch
could have
the numbers, yeah.
Yeah. And so then he could have dealt all that damage and then fallen on the heavy, like, during the fight. But instead, he went to the heavy predictably, and SIB did a great job utilizing his position and just owned him with rockets.
Absolutely, and with these smacks coming out from Brick, SIB is looking for the angle. Might not be getting it here, and he's going to be on the wrong side of the map for Mega. And if he crosses right now, then he's going to be on the wrong side of the map for Heavy. But he's able to get just the one rail off. Certainly worthwhile. As Brick is going to need to think twice about moving in on this.
That's so stacked. Brick needs to start finding these totems or he's in big trouble. Yep. SIB already has the chance to get overstack. Oh, found it just in time.
As SIB still able to hold on to this Heavy.
SIB almost had the dream having the overstack on the heavy side. This should be a kill for SIB.
Amazingly
he
enough, Brick is able to
failed.
pull it back together.
Wow.
1 cell away from losing that fight, but he's able to take away 225s and the Heavy and have the opening frag. But now he's got to worry about Death Knight, who was still fairly effective for SIB in that last round.
Yeah. And it's good. Just playing slow. He knows he's about to have sight. Nicely done.
Good rail.
I like this push.
Mega's still taken away for SIB, though. And he's
Would have
got
liked
10
to have
seconds.
seen him drop down.
Oof. Risky rocket jump, but he managed to get in front of SIB. SIB paused to throw out that flame strike, but it didn't quite go his way. It's going to be an open armor for Brick now, so all in all, not a bad play.
Indeed. It was good cutoff. But yeah, that was... I was feeling scared for him. That fire going through.
Yeah.
Damage yourself. I would say damage... No, seriously. Damage yourself. Take it so that you can fight for the heavy. But now he's left it up. We'll see if it comes back to bite him. If SIB gets, you know, back into the game.
Yeah, Brick throwing a few just defensive shots off here. And yeah, SIB's not going to commit to it. Brick leaving it open for just a moment. But actually, that's going to get the timing a little bit closer to it.
So yeah, so it looks like SIB is going to go for the upper armor by LG.
Ooh. Careful now. Don't want to get smacked off the map, but here comes
get all in
blast
here.
onto the Mega.
Fire.
Oh, but there's the flame strike, so close range, and off the map he goes. It's actually the fire that takes him right before gravity does.
Yep. As soon as I saw him running through their full speed, I was like, oh, this is not good.
Good LG from both of them, but is it worth? Yeah. Trying to see who shaft is bigger at this point. We've seen both of these players just go like
Well,
6
apparently
HP
Bricks
away from the
is
fight
right now.
Well,
He got the heavy. And he's got position. He should drop. Oh, man.
it's expecting a rail, and SIB's going to be leaving that nice rock jump to get out of there. Now SIB wants to stay on this side of the map. He's got exactly like 2 angles, 4 rails, and not a whole lot else to work with. So he's going to be leaving it open completely this time. Not in favor of much else. It's not like he's getting anything. He wants his armor to come back up, but it's not going to be there.
Yep. And I like Brick's playing a slow game, trying to get the totems back. You could see through the X-ray of SIB right now that he actually has a totem at the tri-bolt telly.
Yeah.
Which is a really good place to put it. It's a hard angle to try to get rid of it. You have to go over to rockets and put yourself out.
Fairly good LG all in all there, but Brick is still looking at a really good stack.
Yeah, so I want to see from Brick either two things. Either keep trying to build up the 3 totems, or with the stack advantage that he gets, go all in and utilize the totem.
That is such a nasty place to get caught in the fire. And there's the tick damage. It's not going to be enough to kill, but Brick is certainly reeling from it. 2 seconds to Mega, and Brick can't really afford to show up. But now SIB's actually, if he shows up, he's going to be letting Brick go to go get all the 25s he wants.
Smartly taking the armor. He knows there's a long time before heavy. Wants to deny it. Bye-bye, Brick.
Yeah, he doesn't really have anywhere to go.
Maybe
but he's
not.
playing the
Oh
corners with the
my
rockets.
God!
With 55 health and nothing but a wish and a prayer, manages to take that frag back. SIB now down to a visor. And Brick is, he's out of totems here, and he's going to have to leave the rail. But he's coming back into it, wanting to set a trap. But up against the shotgun, is it really worth it?
No, go for the Mega. The health was right next to him.
Now SIB is making his break over towards Mega, and he's going to get it.
Okay, he won this one. All right, way to bring it back. What
Yeah.
a miracle, though. I don't think I ever thought he was going to live there at rail, but...
It's such an interesting room. Like, you've got so many things you want there. You've got rail, you've got armors, you've got health, and then if anybody wants to push in on you, it's tough from that side at least. Coming in from the hourglasses, it's a little bit easier.
That's why champs like Nyx, Slash, or Anarchy on this map, yeah, that's a good room to be able to use your speed to get in there, especially if you know that your opponent's weak. But with these medium champs and not having that burst of mobility to get in there, it can be a bit tough, as we saw.
Absolutely. Good tri-bolt coming out of SIB. It's a good return at the rail. He's looking for another one. Not quite going to get it. 3 seconds to Mega, and SIB is still here, trying to make it happen with the fire, and that nearly did the job. It's 5s instead of 10s.
Yeah, I was scared about the 10 damage, forgetting. Nicely done.
And that rail is going to give.
Well, that's one of those. Oh, wait, the Mega's up? Definitely saw that with the mouse movement.
Yeah. Piece of candy. 8 seconds to heavy, and now Brick is feeling pretty good about his current state. SIB's going to be just going completely passive for the moment.
The only thing, yeah, Brick could get punished in a close encounter. He doesn't have rockets.
Right.
So if SIB lands really good initial damage,
I don't think Brick hurt him over at rail.
Brick's fixing that problem.
Or if he didn't care, and yeah, wanted that rocket, and now he's going to get Mega. Oof. SIB up top with just raining down these rockets. Looking for Brick to peek his toes out for even a rail maybe, but it's a lot of damage he took there. It lost a lot of that stack and honestly lost opportunity on this heavy. You can hear SIB just bouncing around over there. Defending with some of these rockets once again. Brick rocketing himself. Here comes the LG play. And I was holding my breath for a second. It was like 5 health, but he's done it before. Not this time.
Yeah,
Not
well
now.
done from SIB.
So SIB is just going to have to take away some poverty items here as Mega is stolen away by Brick. 8 seconds towards heavy. He's going to have some stack here. But with
Nice cutoff.
yeah.
Oh, so
Really
sick.
played it forward. But again, Brick rocketing himself,
Nicely done.
getting a lot of damage on himself.
Brick's
in the
rockets
meantime.
seem very improved.
Yeah.
Bailed him out quite a few times so far in this match.
Well, he's got to be feeling pretty good about this round right now, especially with that rail.
Oh, I would have loved to have seen him double back and an RJ up.
Just wants to play it nice and safe on this Mega. Can't blame him. Oh, but he's going to be eating a totem. Going quiet here.
Ooh, he almost backed it.
Nearly a direct. But they're going to be dropping right onto each other. It's going to be another close quarters rocket play. Up the jump pad. There's the attempt on the rail. Doesn't quite make it.
That's a couple whiffed rails from Brick, like super, super close.
At
Way
the
to
same
close
time,
out there.
SIB wasn't really returning the damage either, so nothing was keeping him away. Now we've got 1 round in the lead for Brick.
Are we potentially looking at a second huge upset here today? I know it's just the first map, but Brick's playing pretty damn well so far.
He is, and I think just the size of this map is not doing SIB any favors. He's losing a lot of information fairly often on Brick, and Brick is keeping his head up. Like, we saw a couple moments where, yeah, he didn't know exactly when the item was coming back up, but as far as tracking SIB's movements, he's been doing a great job.
Indeed, and he hasn't been like over-committing to bad situations, you know, just like when he's been caught out, it's because SIB has made good plays in doing so, like forcing the mistakes. That's good. That's good to see that Brick's like keeping a good head on his shoulders and making smart decisions. Absolutely. And it's not as though SIB isn't either, it's just some of these nice rocket traps that Brick has been able to just spring on him are just way too powerful so far.
It's been a fairly small gap, but one that gets you rounds. Brick looking at the play here on LG, just trying to absorb most of these hits. Still drops down. Not sure he wanted to, but here he is now. It's a lot of ton to play for this heavy, and yeah, stomping around his visors.
Yeah, it's like, you can't.
Just wearing those big Genkos. All right, here comes heavy. And Brick is going, all right, you're going to drop for heavy, and I'm going to leave? Question mark? All right, cool. Thought he was going to think about peeking out for a rail.
No, be ready! Dude.
It's a little bit late on that, yeah. Oh, no, no,
Bye-bye.
no!
Twice so far.
Yep.
Same spot.
And that one's relatively easy. There's not much of a safety rail there.
No. Although there is a unique spot, you can put a Galena totem back there.
Yeah.
People might not find it. Use it to try to stack up.
So SIB's able to take away this heavy.
Yeah.
It's going to be an early play to the Mega for Brick, but he's up top. But it's not like sitting up here really
Nice
gives you a
rockets
huge
again from
opportunity.
Brick. Dude,
oh, nice,
Brick, man.
nice. Up
Yeah.
against the wall.
SIB needs to start respecting the rockets from Brick. He's been doing a good job with them in like rail and LG battles, so just like try entry rockets and then follow up with other weapons, not these all-in rocket fights. You've lost 3 in a row. Tone it down. Like, change up your strategy a little bit.
Absolutely. I mean, that spot is a tough one. Like, you think you're in a pretty good spot up on top of Mega, but if somebody comes from rocket launcher, it's whoever gets that first rocket pop, really.
I know. It's just... And Brick's been phenomenal with it. He's out of rockets here, though.
Doesn't have LG.
Okay, he now notices he's out of rockets. He's like, damn it.
This game actually does a better job than most about telling you, like, hey, go get some more ammo.
Yeah, I like the sounds
the
that it
pitch
makes.
change, yeah.
Yeah, especially with LG. It's like really noticeable.
Don't stand in the fire.
Oh my god, dude.
Okay.
He can see you.
Ow.
He can see you.
Ow.
It's just like Sorlag's like spit take. Like he has the wall hack on you with the damage.
Right. So SIB's making good use of Death Knight here so far, but going for the corner trap, looking for the pushback on the LG, and even with just barely over 100 health, committing to this fight and taking the frag, and can't really blame him. His last potential round.
I think he realized, just had an innate sense that Brick didn't have any rockets left, and so he knew he could push there, and that was the time to do it. Brick has ample time to try to come back here. And I like where SIB is positioned. He's positioned looking at LG, trying to punish it. If he hears anything to his right, he'll peek over and look at rail.
Oh, and what a great shot just as Brick slides right into this fight. Even opening himself up to another rail, potentially. It's not like SIB can take a lot of damage here either. Some really good machine gun, and he's got to realize just how much damage he just took. Heavy back up, though.
SIB has time, as Zoot would say, to get to Mega. But he's deciding not to. He's opting to try to deny Railgun.
And Brick didn't go for it either, so SIB's going, wait, what are you doing here? You're supposed to be over there. And SIB is just hitting none of these rockets.
Yeah, every now and then, just like on Corrupted Keep where the heavy is, the rockets will go through the grates in that area.
Don't get any splash damage, yeah.
I feel like it happens less often on this, with the way these ones are designed or whatever, but it still is a thing that occurs.
I bet SIB doesn't think that's a great feature.
Maybe not.
Sorry. Alright, so SIB's at least got ammo now for everything but rockets. Just plus back in here as he's looking to bait out some of BJ's ability usage.
He just needs... He's going to want to play for, like, a corner. Like, try to force BJ to go all in.
This is actually a good one. It's pretty blind to most areas.
I like that.
Yeah, he can
Using
leave whenever he
sound.
wants. Gotta be careful not to back into BJ, though. There's the flame strike, and
Nice
Brick is up
job.
against the wall. A clean round at a SIB, putting us into round 5.
Really
SIB
well
finally
played
waking
there.
up.
Prepare
Yeah.
to fight.
right, let's see if SIB can continue this.
3, 2,
Oh, we'll turn your volume up.
fight.
Wonder if he's got pack of loss problems.
That's the SIB leaving the Mega in favor of Tribal Rockets and then back to Mega. But we're seeing this happen with a lot of players where everybody is putting a little bit of delay on the item.
Yeah, that seems to be the new thing. Like, you normally don't use sight with visor immediately. You, like, wait a bit,
Right.
go get some stuff, then use it, get the item, whatever, or get the item and then use it.
But they're going off sync in sync, so they're both at 10 seconds.
Except Brick is on the side of the map with all the vials. Oh, yeah, just had to eat that rocket there.
And SIB wishing he had a rail to maybe chase that one down, but he's going to be taking the safe play back over towards Mega. Brick, same thing on armor. Right back into where they were just about. But SIB is coming over the top, looking for a way to move back in towards rail and at least get that pickup, if not some damage.
Yeah, he's getting the pickup for sure. All right, they're pretty even. You know,
Mission
I kind of wish
accomplished.
Brick would have defended it a little more. Maybe tried to spam it or to hit a rail in exchange.
Now the question is SIB going to stick back here at heavy? And we're going to see a trade, or is Brick going to come back in
Brick's
for
using
the...
sight right now. I think he is. Yes, he
There we
did.
go. And he's playing it forward. Okay. Nearly getting bounced off there, but it's going to be a damage trade. Mega's going to be back up, and SIB has advantage. Brick's just going to have to take away some 25s.
Yeah, so Brick's 100-100. He doesn't need to go to any dangerous spot. And that's kind of the strange thing. Like, you know, with the Quake Live system where you can keep overstacking the light armors, you can't in this mode. So once you're kind of tapped out, it's like it actually becomes dangerous as the player in control.
Yeah.
Because then the other guy can just like hold good positions to try to trap you and catch you out. Because he's not forced to keep collecting the items.
Yeah.
He can leave them at his back like that. So as you can see, that's kind of the fight we had. Like, Brick was out of control a little bit, but he evened it out. They traded kills, and now he's doing okay. Like, even though he's down with, you know, stack, he has totems to help him out mid-fight.
Man, this is going to come down to last champ, I feel like. But Brick is going to be sitting here without, you know, making any moves towards rail. I mean, like you said, he's 100-100. There's not a whole lot for him to play for unless he really wants to extend for that rail.
And he's holding an area where he's been winning
Yeah.
right now. Like, with rockets, he wants to just get mega timing.
He's got a totem to use that will. Oh my god. And SIB just backs right into it. Had no idea he was up there. Brick can take away this mega. Pop back through TP, put a lot of pressure on this side of the map, and yeah, SIB is going to have to be a little bit more conservative in this corner.
Really nice play from Brick. Just been getting the jump on SIB a few times.
See too often.
Nice tri-bolt.
He's going to be switching back over to Rockets to try to deny this heavy, or at least the benefit from it. But Brick is still back out of here, having to take the jump pad, which is going to be easy bait for that rail.
Get mega?
Yeah.
Oh. Smartly, good job backing off just in case. He didn't know that SIB had ran away.
Yeah, I'm trying to crunch the numbers now. Like, if he had dropped towards Mega, would that rail have done it?
I think so.
I think SIB might have been maybe just a little bit too late.
Yield in the
I
power
don't know.
of the ancients.
It's a close one, but Brick going a little bit safer on it. And now this heavy's going to be a lot cleaner.
Okay, he hears that. He knows.
But he wants to trap it. Get a little bit of damage off. Bring him
he
into the
knows.
corner.
Yeah, he wants to try to force him through the portal or do other damage because he had the totem there. I think he lost some armor, but I didn't hear a hit beep. So I feel like he got hit by the totem through the teleporter. It was really weird. A Brick could have picked up rocket ammo right next to the teleporter. Gotta
He's
know
able
where
to
the
do a
ammo
lap,
packs are.
and he's able to take away just about everything he needs. He's going to be a little bit late to this heavy, though, but I think SIB has taken so much damage at this point. He's still recovering.
Yeah. And this is a mistake
gonna
by
show
Brick.
up.
Like, Brick should have known and remembered that, hey, I heard SIB pick up the rail armor before the last heavy came out. So he's likely going to be over there since he's weak. He could have been more aggressive and denied that area and maybe even caught him out.
He's got all the aggression here, and he's caught him once again, but it's going to be a flame strike.
Oh, no.
And he stands right in the fire.
Wow. What a huge burst of damage from SIB. He must have hit all three.
Yeah.
That's massive damage.
Well, that and Brick, like, started just standing in it.
And the thing is, if Brick would have switched to LG...
Oh, no. Where is he? Oh, no.
Bye-bye.
Oh.
Round 5.
Nice catch.
You win.
He fired 2 rockets before Brick even realized where he was. Holy crap. Oh, man.
If Brick would have switched to LG, he had gotten a good rocket pop onto SIB, he could have boosted him off the map, like on the
Yeah.
Mega side. And even though, like, if he would have died, they would have been traded 1-for-1. But props to SIB. Really good usage of Flame Strike there at that area, and then what a nice trap to end the round, knowing Brick's going to want Rail to chase him down and to try to kill him at the end. At least we were in for a long one there.
Yeah, I mean, those rounds did go a little bit longer than I thought they would. Not the crazy overtimes like we saw, but a lot of misinformation even with the visor play. Like every big swing, I think there was less about the fights and more about, you know, are you actually going to commit to this heavy, or are you going to, you know, bounce off? Are you going to, you know, try to tri-bolt from up top? There's going to be a little bit less concealment of information on Veil as we go into it.
Yeah, indeed. And I'd like to see, you could see Brick was really trying to play trap heavy.
Yeah.
Like be unpredictable, trap with rockets. This is another map that you can do that. As well as I'd like to see players try to like utilize a machine gun shot or a nail gun shot to try to just, what's it called?
Kill the guy.
No,
Yeah.
to try to open doors to trick them
Yeah,
with
yeah.
sound. Like, there's plenty of places you can stand where you can open them on different levels and then, you know, fake them out. But I don't see a lot of players doing that. It reminds me a lot of Vertical Vengeance in that sense from Quake 3, Quake Live. So
This is a map where the difference between being in control and being out of control is a little bit more like a clear-cut line. Like either you're up top and you've taken away the last Mega and Heavy, or you haven't. You actually don't see too many situations where one player is in control of one without being in control of the other. Or at least if they have traded, then they've both got incentive to challenge for the next item,
Yes,
and then somebody dies. All right, but here we go. It's going to be Veil and Nath up here next.
So no
as
clutch,
we've
no
got-
ranger.
Round begins.
Yeah.
Somebody's starting Galena.
Oh, yeah.
Wisely.
It's nice Galena, too.
Round
It's
one.
going to be SIB one map in the lead, and yeah, they're both going to be on Galena. Brick already throwing his totem down. SIB delaying the play through the TP just long enough to put a little bit of spin on it, but we've also got Brick here taking away that heavy.
Yeah, so Galena BJ for both, and then the switch up is Death Knight for SIB and Keel for Brick. Brick's Keel is actually pretty good. Like his usage of grenades and slow play and trapping, he's pretty good with Keel in that regard. So a good choice for him on this map in particular.
Sorry, I'm just basking in the glory of the Trespasser.
I know. I need to open more chests. I need to get it.
Now's a good time, but now's a good time for these rockets as well.
Oh
So many
my.
totems at the top of the map, both of them building a firewall to deny any kind of pressure forward, but it's going to be Brick actually dropping down by the nail gun. I think SIB heard something else. But there's a pickup for Mega at least.
Yeah, he was confused a little bit. Just trying to deny Rail more than anything with a nice spam rocket, but it doesn't really matter. If he doesn't have it, he has full control right here.
And here's the drop.
And he
for the-
he knows heavy is. Oh
Oh, come on. All right.
no! Rude.
Intentional. Totally planned that way. That's the
Nice
extra mind
damage.
games
No,
that...
no, no, what are you doing? He has grenades and LG. Goodbye.
Yeah.
My man, sometimes you just gotta give up control. Like, they got a good spawn. It's okay.
There are very few times where that jump pad is advisable. And yeah, you're right. Against a Keel, that it shrinks that list down even further. Stop walking in the fire pit. It hurts. All right, nice rocket at least. He's able to get some damage off.
Brick is in big trouble.
He's looking for these 25s though. Rocket launcher is going to be the easy place, but there's only one there at the moment. And I always hate it when people split up the health timing.
Yeah,
This is
I know.
rude.
It's like, do I wait or do I go? 'Cause
Right.
sometimes if you wait too long in that situation, you get caught out.
And you're telling yourself that you're waiting for a 25 pickup, you know.
Yo,
Okay.
boy, how about you drop down, pick up the acid armor? Because he's definitely not playing around it and defending it.
Or, you know, any kind of armor here. I mean, Brick
Yeah.
can take up so much more on the map.
Like, you can't...
There's a rocket jump, flame strike, and SIB is able to take that frag back. So no more Keel.
That was asking for quite a
Yeah.
lot. So, Brick needed to try to play the longer game to get back into control. Got a little too greedy with positioning, and SIB punished him for it. And nicely done. As we can see, SIB is doing a good job of still being able to deal a lot of burst damage. It's not as much.
Oh
But
my god.
he's been using the Flame Strike like a good portion where like it covers good ground that you don't want your opponent to stand on. So if they do, that damage plus LG damage.
And
or
Brick
whatever-
has been.
Round
Yeah,
begins.
it's like I think he's forgetting that. Oh yeah, I can't stand on that now. They did change that. So
Fight.
Death
I mean, you would think it would be intuitive. It's fire.
Yeah,
Don't stand there.
I know. Well, you would think that for Sorlag's acid spit too, like you would keep
Yeah.
burning or whatever, but you just step on it and go. But I do like that change where it's like Slash's trail, just a little bit less damage.
For more area control. But SIB is looking at a great stack here, dropping these rockets on Brick's face and catching him out at the rocket launcher. And of course, you don't usually have a railgun at this point of the map, but that would have been the time for that fadeaway rail, but he's still getting a lot of damage off with LG. And it's even a big fight over this armor. Tries to go for the air rocket.
Should have
it's going to
it.
be shaft and knock him down.
Nice job.
Nice ragdoll.
Brick going in for some of these fights. He really shouldn't. SIB has the stack advantage and the positional advantage.
He's going to be a little bit light on rockets though, but now he's got a rail of his own, and Keel's a little bit easier to hit with those
Good
rails.
job just escaping.
Yep. Baiting him through TP. Gonna have another totem back up here as Heavy's about to spawn. But we hear the jump pad, and SIB with 60 cells, he's like, is this worth it? But does that even really give
He would have
Brick-
pushed, I think, if he had rockets.
Yeah.
But he ran out. Didn't expect him to still be there. Brick might get Mega. He does.
We're running out of ammo here. Nothing to do this with other than the rail, but he makes it good with the rail nonetheless. But now he's seriously got to go get some rockets, go get some cells.
I'd like, yeah, open the doors. Thank you.
You're welcome.
You did that, Jehar?
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
That's all me. Yeah.
At least somebody listens sometimes.
As the SIB popping back through TP, it's going to be safe. And another jump pad play coming out of Brick. He's able to stand up here, but not survive to get the Mega or survive out the round. This could be a quicker one than Molten Falls.
Position.
Prepare to fight.
Position. Positioning is gold, guys. And SIB is showing you that right now.
Round begins.
Not going
in
up jump pads is also pretty good.
3,
Yep.
2, 1.
All right, but as we get into this third and potentially final round, SIB's going to be spawning rockets. Brick going for LG and a little bit of armor first before getting the grab for Mega.
We do see, though, that this time Brick spawned on the LG side, which is arguably the better side to spawn on. This map.
And SIB's having to play from a difficult position right there, but my god, that
Nice
rail
rail.
is going to bring SIB, or rather Brick down to his knees. SIB's got some health to bring back as well, but this next Mega play could be something special. But they're both Galena, so SIB's got to realize that, hey, going through that teleporter is not really going to be the A game.
Yeah, Brick has to back off wisely. Okay. Will he get caught RJing for this?
He drops
Maybe?
down a little bit late, actually. Yeah, again,
would've
Brick
liked to
just
have
kind of
seen-
leen track.
Yeah, I would like to see Brick not drop down, like just deal damage from up there.
Nice
Surprise! Oh,
And again,
will he get the
jump
rail?
pad. Oh, he actually managed to get out of there. Okay.
Wow.
SIB was looking for the shot through the grate, but now he's still got him down here at the 225s.
SIB using like some really good rocket spam angles to deal damage safely.
Yeah.
Just not making it really hard for Brick.
Oh my
Nice
God.
job.
That rocket popped him up directly vertically. Like, how do you not hit that rail? But it's going to be Brick down. Now on his keel. Wants to get up close and personal, but it's not a great spawn for him to do so. He's going to be able to take away rail and potentially LG. I don't know if he had time for that, but he goes for a 25. That's dangerous. And that entire side of the map is going to be dangerous for him pretty soon.
Nice shot from Brick. He's going to need to hit 3 more now, though. I don't think he realizes that.
He's got nades, but all of this LG coming out, and
Nice
SIB
job.
uses that splash to his advantage.
And I said
takes the
3
hit.
more because he was likely to pick up the light armor anyway. So he was already moving that way. Nice shot. But it might not even mean much because
Do not die yet.
SIB still has position. Brick doesn't have the right guns. He just has rail. And he's not likely going to be able to get into a good fight here to take him off anything. Yeah, he's just going to get Mega here.
And SIB, by being on the side of the map, makes it very difficult for that BJ to get his hands on an LG. But
Nice.
he's going to try to push in from up top. It's a dangerous corner either way, but SIB's
shot
LG
by
is
Brick.
doing
Should be free
a lot of
heavy.
good damage. Yeah. It's going to be armor form.
That's all because SIB gave up the high ground a little too early.
What a weird rocket jump, though. But this could be a dangerous totem, yep. Brick's going to have to leave it. Now, Brick, if he wants to, he doesn't need to push for a frag just yet. He's actually got a lot of the time left, but dropping down for an LG would certainly be worthwhile, but SIB is still putting some pressure on that.
I feel like Brick didn't look at his ammo, and when he went in there, rocket jumping and then dual wielding, he only had one extra shot, and then, because you saw he did like nothing for a while and then switched to rail.
That happens to a lot of guys.
So yeah. But, yeah, he
Rick
just,
should have LG by now, though.
you know.
Nice. Yep. But he doesn't have the dual wield just yet. Again, he's got time here. He's done some good damage to SIB as well, so it's going to be difficult for SIB to justify moving on this Mega. And then subsequently, the Heavy should also go to Brick. Oh, what a great rocket from way downtown.
Brick should still be okay. But he needs to get this kill within the next 30 seconds because he's likely going to have a BJ that he's going to have to play against. And he's getting it
Oh my god.
fairly cleanly. Oh, he must have
Ish.
taken extra damage that it just didn't show. That last rocket while SIB was dying.
A+ to Brick for not going for the jump pad this
Yes.
time. But I don't get to say he's got plenty of time this time. He's actually running out, but he's only got one more frag to take out. But he knows he's baited out the Flame Strike.
Yes, and he just needs to grab LG here.
And Hourglasses, yeah, this is
Yep.
going to be a big deal. He's only got 15 cells. It's going to be a tough move for him. He's got Nail Gun, he's got Dual Shotty.
Yeah, dual shotty could actually be really good if he gets the good, like a good jump on a fight here.
Still got 18 seconds to play without the danger of that Death Strike.
You kind of
Flame
need,
strike.
this needs to be your moment, man.
That's it. But double rockets, is it going to be enough? Not
And
enough.
he performed the cardinal sin with BJ. When you're using rockets, tri-bolt, or rail, don't fire and then
Right.
use dual wield. You have to just preemptively pop it. Otherwise, it
You have a
makes you
huge
wait.
delay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it makes you wait for the full reload again before it initiates. So if he would have just popped it right as he was going through the teleporter, he probably would have brought that one back. But as we could see, SIB pulled that one out, taking advantage of that mistake, and he moves on to the lower semis.